Alright guys, welcome back to another video. This one, it's still Fortnite, but this is the brand new season. Yeah, let me tell you, this brand new season has been full of the sweatiest players I think I have ever seen in the beginning of a Fortnite season. Um, like, not to say I'm super good at the game or anything, but like I tend to at least get like I play almost every day, and I at least tend to get a couple wins with as many games as I play. But like lately, I'm lucky to even get one win, so like it's been pretty rough. Um, Weird glitch when you do replays sometimes is like if you're doing an emote in the lobby, it makes you do the emote in the replay as you're landing, which is really strange. But this is my sister's group that I'm playing with. So it's trios. We did get a win on this one. Most of the replays I show you guys will be wins unless it's like a game where we did really well, placed in the top 10, and had really interesting kills in it, I guess you could say. But most of these will be wins. Um, I believe my older games that I've showed you were a different skin. This is a new skin. So those of you that don't play Fortnite, I did buy the monthly subscription just to get this skin. I do like this skin. It's interesting looking, I guess you could say, like kind of gothic and uh so because this is the first one I've shown you with the new season, they have quite a few new guns in. They vaulted a lot from the old season, so there's no combat shotgun, no DMR, no lock-on pistol. Some of the mythics are gone. The pulse rifle from the loot island is gone. Chug splashes are gone. The tanks are gone. And then I believe the Chug Cannon is either a mythic and is really hard to find, or it's gone. They added in... The silenced pistol is now a mythic, requires 2 keys to get from a chest. As you just saw, I just picked up the flapjack rifle, which I think is really OP for the game. And then my sister just picked up the drum shotgun, which got brought back. A lot of people are saying it's good. It is if you're pretty much up close and in someone's face, as it's just like, you know, as it sounds. It's just a repeating shotgun without having to load. But far away, it's not very good. That's what the fucking flapjack rifle is for. So the DMR, they have a scoped thermal DMR, but it can be toggled on and off, but it is not the same DMR. It does shoot differently. The nasty red eye is still in the game. I only picked it up because I didn't have a sniper at the time. They vaulted the Dragon's Breath sniper, but the heavy is still in, but it's just a tad bit harder to find than before. What else is in here? You can ride boars, you can ride wolves. There are raptors to ride in the jungle. Can't remember. The Havoc shotgun is still in. The Havoc assault rifle is still in. The pistol is in. Most of the mythic weapons are still in. Accelerant shotgun. The breacher shotgun. The submachine gun is still in, and on top of that, they got rid of the twin mags and added in the combat SMG, which I think is absolute garbage. That is the thermal fish. It's obviously not showing you the effects from my angle, but it basically gives you thermal vision for like 30 seconds after eating the fish. Whereas the only other way you can get thermal vision is either the thermal scoped DMR, or if you get the augment to see thermal while riding a animal. So augments have also changed. That is one of them, where you get thermal while riding a animal. There's some where you get slap effects while riding on vines, grind rails, etc. There's one where you get shotgun shells with sliding, one where you get shotgun shells. No, you get medium ammo automatically, and then every crate chest you open, you get medium ammo as well, which is a really good one if your full loadout is lots of medium weapons, such as the DMR, the flapjack rifle, the Havoc assault. All of those use medium ammo, so you will blow through that so fast. The flapjack rifle and the drum shotgun eat ammo like no other if you use those. So, always gonna have medium ammo for those. Let's see, what else? Augments. There's one where shotguns reload faster, which is always good if you have the drum shotgun. Granted, most of the time you only need one clip to take down someone anyway, depending on your aim. The map is the same technically. They changed where Anvil Square was. The castle, the Citadel, is now gone. I think the giant Citadel is still there, but the Anvil Square area has now erupted, sunk, and is now a jungle. The jungle area is really nice. I do like it a lot, but of course it is a very, very big hot spot now for the new season. As the raptors are only in there, they have a temple, lots of temple areas. In almost every temple area there is like a hidden vault. It will require you to do something in order to open the next vault, and there's usually treasures inside. I've opened a couple. Some of them require you to light the pillars a certain way. Some of you require to touch the right statue, or else you get pretty much eclipsed into the air and you have to fly back down again. Other ones require you to sacrifice a gun of a certain rarity to open that door, and then go to the next and have to sacrifice a rarity for that one. There is one I have yet to finish. I can't even remember where it's at. I'll have to start playing more and going to the temples to find it, but I found one where you had to give up a gun of rarity of epic or legendary for the first door, which I gave up an epic, which is purple. And then the second door I tried to give up a gold, and it said it wasn't high enough, so it's obviously a door that requires a mythic gun. So to me, that means there must be something good in there if you have to give up a mythic gun to get inside. I assume it's other mythic weapons. The only other way to get mythic weapons is chests with keys. Loot Island now, since there are no pulse rifles, it drops a mythic drum shotgun, and I believe a mythic drum, or a mythic flapjack rifle. I have yet to take Loot Island since the start of the new season. I tend to stay away from Loot Island because everybody fights for it, but granted, at the time, it was because of the pulse rifle, which was super OP. Yes, obviously, the mythic drum shotgun and the mythic, lost my words, flapjack rifle are good, but I think the drum shotgun is more the prize when you get up there. I was looking at some stats last night, trying to create a gun game with my duo partner, and the mythic, what's the word? The mythic flapjack is like 2 damage more, I think, than the legendary, which is the gold. The only difference is the damage per second. Because I've been questioning for months now what the hell the difference is between the guns, because I can get clapped by a common gun when I have a legendary, and so, like, I was like, what the fuck is the difference in color then? Like, what's the point? Apparently, it's a couple damage more per color rank, but I think the difference is the damage per second, especially on things that have bigger clips, like SMGs, things like that. Shotguns, I really don't think make that much of a difference. Except if you're getting headshots, because I know the Havoc Pump, which everybody hates, and I wish they had taken out because it is a very OP shotgun, except in this season. It's kind of underpowered in this season compared to the drum, and the flapjack rifle. The Havoc pump, if you have a purple, it takes 2 or 3 chest headshots to get it down. The gold, which is the legendary, if you happen to find it, which I've only seen once in this new season, if you get a headshot, a perfect clean headshot, it is an insta down. So it is quite OP. But granted, you know, if you get a headshot with a heavy sniper, it is an insta down as well, which I think I've explained in a previous video. Yeah, so we got the vault on this one, which I didn't realize it was right here. My sister knew where it was, so I just followed her to it. The loot vaults that I've been seeing all have slurp still, but instead of gold combat or gold Havoc shotguns, it is now gold flapjack rifles, which is great because obviously I've started to main that. I've changed up my setup quite a bit, obviously, since the new season started. Old guns are gone, new guns are in. I tend to try to get a heavy sniper, a DMR sniper. I try to get the flapjack rifle as my assault. I will either take... And then my last 2 slots, because we don't have transportation now, I tend to save 1 if we get slurp. That is definitely 1. Otherwise, it kind of revolves either I take a Havoc shotgun if I have a decent enough rarity, or I take the boomerang, or the Cybertron cannon, which you guys might see in this game. If you have not seen it yet, it's a giant fucking cannon that they brought out because of the Transformers. It is decent. It's good for far blast damage to a structure, or up close damage to an enemy. It does about 110 damage per direct hit, so you would have to hit them twice to get it down. But it's good for far away, like blast damage if somebody's hiding in a tower or in a house or behind a rock. Whereas a heavy sniper would take a couple hits to get rid of a wall or a rock. The cannon can pretty much nuke the side of a house or nuke a rock if it's in the way. It is slow to fire. You only get 2 shots, and it takes like 12 to 30 seconds to get both of them back again. But granted, it only takes up 1 inventory slot, which is nice, because looking at it, you would think it's like the Chug cannon, and it would take up 2 slots, but it only takes up 1. As you can see, I'm being quite greedy with the gold, because I don't have 5,000 gold. I'm so used to having almost 5,000, 4,000 to 5,000 gold constantly on me in any Fortnite match. I get asked all the time how I have so much gold, because most people I play with have like none. And I'm just like, I don't spend it on anything. So like, you could spend money on, or gold bars on upgrade stations to upgrade your weapon's rarity. You can spend it on vending machines to get guns or health. Or you can spend it on getting AIs on your team. I usually don't do any of that. The only AI I will ever buy for my team is health AIs, which my group in my server lovingly calls the Coom guy. I always pick him if I can get him, because it's a lifesaver when you need health. Or I take the sight AIs, which have the snipers. Those are really convenient, as they ping the location you're in every so many seconds, and it will ping enemies, it will ping chests and area, so those are very convenient as well. But yeah, I don't usually spend my gold. Upgrade stations, I think, are kind of a waste of time. Granted, if it's the beginning of a game and you're in a very hot area and you have the time, you might want to upgrade if you can quick. Just because the rarity of your weapon might be the thing that saves you at that instance. Otherwise, if you wait till later in the game, if you kill a team or if you search chests closer to the center, like by the temple and such, you're granted to find better items of rarity. One gun I do not seem to notice a big difference on rarity-wise is the heavy sniper. For the heavy sniper, it seems like if you have purple or gold, a headshot is an insta-down. I think even with a blue, a headshot is an insta-down. So I think it's more so the damage to the chest. I think if you can get maybe like a neck, upper chest shot with the gold, it's close to a down, but not quite. So that's one of the one guns I really don't care if what color I have, heavy sniper wise. Everything else I obviously try to get the better colors. So this is the jungle area. I feel really bad for this player. I knocked him with a headshot, and you'll see here in a bit, his team revives him, and I knock him down again with another headshot as soon as we get closer. And I'm like, I feel like I'm bullying this man. This is pretty much the end of the game. I think there's 3 teams left, including ours. And obviously you can tell that they're healing in a bush. If I have a heavy, depending on the team I'm playing with, I try to stay back because I have the sniper. I am a sniper main. That poor man. Or mom, whatever they are. But if I don't have a heavy, I tend to be one of the more aggressive players, and I will go for up-close personal attacks with the flapjack or the shotgun. So my sister and our other partner went in to get the guy that I had down. We didn't realize, obviously, that one of the teammates was in the bush. They took him out, and then we're looking for the third, which we have no clue where they are. I happen to just be scoping, and I see the glint from the heavy. And the guy obviously has no idea that I know he's there. He's probably just realizing, oh, I'm just jumping up and down because... And he's trying to get us read on the other two. We can't see him. So, of course, I told my teammates he's up in the tree. He won't sit still, so I can never get a shot off. So the both of them end up going up there and nailing his ass while I'm down below. The one unfortunate part of this game was the fact that that was a team that had crowns. The other 2 on my team were able to get the 2 crowns off the 2 on the bottom. But, of course, I was not lucky enough to get a crown because after they killed the guy, the crown landed in a tree. And I tried to go up the tree to get to it. And, of course, by the time I got even close to where it was, it had disappeared. Because I cannot see it from here. I think it's underneath me on another branch. Yep, there it is. And my team didn't realize that they could have picked it up and dropped it. And it would have stayed longer. So by the time, like... I was just like, yep, okay, I give up. So we ended up getting, obviously, the win on this one. So they got crown victory royales, and I did not because of that. Which was another discussion we had about we think Fortnite should change it. And it should be every win you get counts towards your crowns. You know, which is the emote where people show off how many wins they have. The way they have it set up is you have to get a win... Basically, you have to get 2 wins in a row to increase your number by 1. You have to be holding a crown and get a win to make that number go up 1. Which I think is quite dumb. Granted, if it was the other way, a lot of people would have higher numbers. But it is very hard to get 2 wins in a row. Because you get targeted as a Victory Royale holder. So I think it should just be, if you get a win, you should automatically get a number put on that. So at this point, we know the team is right there, but of course, like, it's hard to push a team of 3 up on a cliff because you could, if there's a zip line, you can only go out up there 1 at a time, and you're risking, like, you have to wait the couple seconds for the zip line to come back down, for another person to go up. Your first teammate is probably slaughtered by then, by 3v1. So it becomes a very precarious situation because it's hard to know what to do. But luckily, I have a sniper, so I decided to try to get distance and see if I could snipe it and help even the odds a little bit. Because the other team was playing very smart. They weren't going to the edge, they weren't peeking. They knew they had the high ground, they had the spot. And I was lucky enough to get one down and knock him out. And made it 3v2. But as I said, they have the high ground and they were in the zone. So we knew we would have to push. So this is what I was talking about, where you have to wait. You can only go up one at a time. So our first teammate got nuked. And then second teammate was able to go up and knock out one, and then I got the third. I don't really want to get copyrighted again. But there was that gun game. Ended with 1-8, and then I had 11 kills, which is really good in my opinion for a Fortnite game. I mean, that's 1/10 of the lobby myself. But yeah, so yeah, they definitely had the high ground and they were in the circle, so we knew we had to go up and get them. And yeah, people could say, oh, you're sweaty for doing the gritty on them. I don't care. I've played so many games of Fortnite where I have been grittied on, and it wasn't even a victory royale. If it's a victory royale and you earned it and had the amount of kills that we had 1/5 of the lobby as a team in kills. Like, we deserved that win. But anyway, so that's in one game for you guys. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more. And as always, I'll see you all in the next one. Bye, guys.